What if I told you your body has a second circulatory system, one that's quietly running in the background right now, filtering waste, fighting infection, and protecting nearly every cell you have, and it has absolutely no pump driving it. No heart, no motor, nothing. That system is your lymphatic system, and most people barely know it exists until something goes wrong. Today we're going to change that. We're going to talk about what lymph actually does, why modern life makes it sluggish, and why something as simple and joyful as bouncing might be one of the best things you can do for it. Let's get to it. Okay, Lymph 101.
This video is brought to you by A Hummingbird's Journey. End of life can be tough, and a death doula can help guide you and your loved ones through that journey with peace and dignity. If you're seeking support during those tender times, visit ahummingbirdsjourney.com to find the answers and comfort you need. The link is in the description.
You already know your cardiovascular system. Your heart pumps oxygen-rich blood throughout your arteries and delivers nutrients to your tissues, and then the veins carry the depleted blood back. But here's what a lot of people don't know. About 10% of that blood plasma doesn't make it back through the veins. It leaks out into your body's tissues, and with it goes proteins, cellular waste, bacteria, viruses, and excess fat, too large to get back into your blood vessels on their own. That's where your lymphatic system takes over. Tiny vessels called lymphatic capillaries collect all that leaked fluid, now called lymph, and carry it through a whole separate network back into your bloodstream. Along the way, the lymph passes through your lymph nodes, which are like little security checkpoints packed with white blood cells that attack pathogens, bacteria, viruses, fungi. Your lymphatic system is also how you absorb dietary fats and fat-soluble vitamins, and it's one of your primary tools for immune defense. So this system is doing a lot, but here's the catch. There is no heart pumping it. The lymphatic system moves fluid using a combination of pressure differences, muscle contractions, and one-way valves inside the vessels. When you contract your muscles, whether through walking, stretching, breathing deeply, that external pressure squeezes the lymphatic vessels and keeps the lymph moving forward, which means when you stop moving, the lymph slows down or stagnates. And modern life is basically designed to make us stop moving. We sit at desks, we sit in cars, we sit on couches. Many of us spend the majority of our waking hours almost completely still. That stillness, your lymphatic system feels it. So, how does bouncing, specifically rebounding on a mini trampoline, help? Let me break down the actual mechanics because this is genuinely fascinating. When you bounce on a rebounder, your body experiences a rapid and rhythmic change in gravitational force, briefly increasing as you land and briefly decreasing as you rise. This up and down shift is the key. Remember those one-way valves inside your lymphatic vessels? Every time gravitational force increases as your feet hit the mat, those valves open, allowing lymph to move forward. Every time you rise, the gravity decreases, those valves close, preventing backflow. It's like rhythmically squeezing a garden hose with one-way valves over and over, pushing the fluid through. Dave Scrivens, a certified lymphologist, describes it this way. The alternating gravitational forces cause the lymphatic valves to rapidly open and close, dramatically increasing lymph flow. Some sources suggest lymphatic circulation can increase significantly during rebounding compared to rest, making it one of the most efficient exercises for this specific purpose. And here's what makes rebounding uniquely effective compared to, say, walking. It's a whole body exercise. Every cell experiences that up and down pressure, not just your legs or your arms. Your lymphatic network runs from head to toe, and bouncing stimulates drainage pathways throughout all of it. Additionally, the pelvic region, where many people experience lymphatic stagnation, especially those who sit for extended periods, is engaged through the constant stabilization required to just maintain balance on the rebounder surface. Even landing on that mat briefly creates up to twice the gravitational force your body normally experiences, which research suggests makes rebounding more effective than running at stimulating lymph flow, while being far lower impact on your joints. A gentle bounce, literally just a soft, low rise where your feet barely leave the mat, is enough. You don't need to go high. You don't need to go hard. The valves just need the rhythmic gravity change to work. Now, how would you know if your lymphatic system is sluggish? Here are some of the most common signs. Puffiness or swelling, especially in your face in the morning, your ankles by the evening, or under your eyes. This is often fluid that isn't draining properly. Persistent fatigue, not just tired after a long day fatigue, but a kind of dull, heavy tiredness that doesn't fully resolve with rest. When your lymph is stagnant, your body can't clear cellular waste as efficiently, and that affects how energized you feel. Slow wound healing or frequent illness. Since the lymphatic system is central to your immune response, a sluggish system means your white blood cells aren't circulating and responding as effectively. Brain fog. Your brain is surrounded by a lymphatic-like drainage system called the lymphatic system, which clears waste during sleep. Poor body movement and poor sleep can both impair this process, contributing to that mental cloudiness. Stiff joints in the morning. Sometimes that morning stiffness isn't just your muscles. It can be fluid that accumulated in your tissues overnight that hasn't drained. And here's the thing. None of these systems automatically mean something is seriously wrong with your lymphatic system, but they are your body's way of telling you it needs some more movement. If you're experiencing severe swelling that doesn't go away, unexplained lumps, or significant one-sided swelling in a limb, please talk to your doctor. That warrants a proper medical evaluation. For general sluggishness, keep watching. All right, here's a simple 5 to 10 minute routine you can do to start waking up your lymphatic system. You can use a mini rebounder, and if you don't have one, some of these work on the floor too. Minutes 1 to 2, the health bounce. Feet flat on the mat, arms relaxed at your side. Just gently shift your weight up and down. Your feet may barely leave the surface. This is enough. You're not trying to launch yourself. You're just creating that rhythmic gravity change to get the valves opening and closing. Minutes 2 to 4, light jog or a march. Pick up the feet slightly, gently jog in place, swing your arms naturally. This brings skeletal muscle contractions into the mix, which provides additional pressure to push lymph through large vessels. Minutes 4 to 6, arm circles and bounce. Keep bouncing lightly while adding large, slow arm circles, forward and then backward. Your auxiliary lymph nodes, which sit at your armpits, drain lymph from your arms and upper chest. Moving your arms helps those to drain. Minutes 6 to 8, deep breathing bounce. Slow the bounce, breathe in deeply through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for 2, out of the mouth for 6. Your diaphragm is one of the most powerful drivers of the lymphatic movement in your torso. Deep belly breathing creates pressure that changes and squeezes your lymphs through your thoracic duct, the main highway back to your bloodstream. Minutes 8 to 10 is a cool down and rest. Step off, stand still, and just breathe. Drink a glass of water. Hydration matters. Lymph is largely water, and if you're dehydrated, it's thicker and harder to move. That's it. 10 minutes. You don't need a gym. You don't need a complex program. You just need to move consistently. Before we wrap up, I want to share something that's been sitting with me since I started researching this topic. In Buddhist philosophy, there's a core teaching called anicca, or impermanence. The Buddha taught that everything in existence is in a constant state of flux, or flow. Nothing is truly still. Nothing is meant to remain stagnant. The seasons change, rivers move, our cells regenerate. Our feelings arise and pass. And here's what struck me. Your lymphatic system is a physical embodiment of that teaching. It is a system designed entirely around flow. It has no pump, no forcing mechanism. It was built to move with you, to respond to your movement, your breath, your living. When you stop moving, it stops moving. When you flow, it flows. The Buddhist teacher Thich Nhat Hanh wrote that impermanence isn't something to fear, it's something to work with. That our health depends on understanding that the body is not a fixed, static thing. It is a river. And stagnation in the body and in life is where suffering often begins. So when you step onto that rebounder tomorrow morning and just gently bounce, know that you're not just draining lymph fluid, you're participating in the oldest truth there is. You are in motion. You are alive, and that motion is the medicine. Next week, we're going deeper. I'll be talking about rebounding and the autoimmune conditions, including my own personal experience, because this isn't just an academic for me. My body is navigating some real health challenges, and movement, specifically this kind of movement, has become part of how I support myself through it. I think it's going to be one of the most honest episodes we do. Everything I share is based on my own personal experience and general research. I'm not a doctor, and always consult your healthcare provider before starting any new exercise routine, especially if you have a medical condition. I'm Kevin. I'm genuinely grateful you've joined me here at Battle Within Autoimmune Life. I have PSC, I'm still here, and so are you. Take care of yourselves. Please hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It truly helps the channel reach more people in the community. If something in this conversation landed for you, share it with someone else who might be fighting their own battle within. I'll see you in the next one. Rest well.